everyone, welcome back. Today we have another ration from Minotaur Trading Company out of Kentucky. This is one of their Arctic Field rations, and this is a new menu, German beef with Spaetzle and mushroom sauce. Now the Spaetzle is basically an egg noodle. And I do love egg noodles. I've made, fresh egg pasta. I've made fresh egg noodles, egg dumplings, the whole 9 yards. I've done a lot of that over the years. And I just figured this one, it just sounded really good. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what Minotaur put in for us. So we have our main here. And it appears to be freeze-dried. So 14 ounces of hot water in a pouch. Close Ziploc, shake well, let stand 15 minutes. Okay, cool. Yeah, nicely sealed as well. And we got a good little zip top bag. So that's a good bag. We have some trail mix, fruit and nut, raisins, dried pineapple, dried apricots, banana chips, almonds, dried papaya, dried cranberries, walnuts. Very good mix there. Very nice. Minotaur, they do really good mixes. I will say that. That's really... Ooh, nice. Cornbread stuffing. Okay. Now we're doing it. Add a half a cup of hot water. 2 ounces. Very cool. Okay, so we have a couple of things that we're going to have to make. This is good. It's looking great so far. We have tropical drink mix. That's a lot of powder in that package. It's a big pack. All right. So, fruit punch, tropical punch, I've never really been necessarily here or there about it. We have another tropical drink mix. So you have 2 drink mixes, which, I like that personally. A lot of rations only give you 1 drink mix. We have some of these Sky Flakes crackers. The cheddar ones are pretty good. The normal ones are good as well. We have a Ration dark chocolate bar, which is sick. Is that filled? I'm assuming that's... Oh, yeah, there we go. So, yeah, with filling. We don't know what the filling is, but it is with filling. So probably some sort of chocolate filling or caramel filling by the look of it. So that's really nice. Recently did a... I'm actually staring at one right in front of me, a Lithuanian ration. It's kind of cool just to have those little chocolate bars and, maybe get away from some of the cheaper commercial candy that we generally see. Although, if you give me some peanut M&Ms, I'm down. But that's a cool addition. And then finally, we've got our little accessory pack here. Let's see if I can just bust through with now. It's fine. And we have a kind of standard spoon here, a little bit bendy. We have other stuff. Lifesaver. I do like Lifesavers, always have. We have salt and pepper. Always important to put the pepper in there. We have some Taster's Choice Nescafe Taster's Choice House Blend. We've got plenty of those. Non-dairy creamer, a wet nap, and some sugar. So altogether, this is shaping up to look like a pretty good menu, I would have to say. So yeah, we have a main, we have a side of cornbread stuffing. We've got looks like good chocolate. We've got a great mix. We've got some crackers. So yeah, let's get some hot water and let's start rehydrating our main and our stuffing. Let's, I guess we'll get our spoon to stir with, possibly. Okay, these do have collapsible. Let's see if we can get a hiss. I don't know if by breaking this we'll get a hiss or if I actually have to unseal the little zippy. Let's check it out. I know that wasn't right up against the mic, but yeah, that did let it go a little bit. Okay, nice. Okay, I think this might be really good. I wonder if they have a... Look at this. This sticker just comes right off. coincidentally, it doesn't seem to say it has an oxygen absorber. I'm going to assume that it doesn't, because it was, sealed really well. I don't know, whatever. Let's deploy the bottom so this will sit a little better for us. Okay, all right. So again, general disclaimer, you guys know how I make meals by now, and trust me, I know what I'm doing. But seriously, go by the instructions if you would like. My rule of thumb is I like to get a meal about as, I guess, the consistency that I would want to see it at the end at this stage. Now, it is easy to overfill, and that is where some experience definitely comes in. But, things with noodles, things with rice, things with pasta in general will sap up a lot of water. But, back to rule of thumb, if you do put enough water in here to where you're like, okay, this is what I would like to see when I'm done, or when it's done rehydrating, chances are you're gonna have to add more water. So I made this a little bit more soupy than what I normally would, but I know that these noodles are going to require a little bit more water. So it's a bit soupy, but I almost guarantee that this thing is gonna thicken up really nice. So I'm just massaging the bottom and make sure I got all the corners. So we're gonna zip that up. That'll be left to the side. Now let's try our cornbread stuffing. No hiss here. No hiss here. All right. Yep. Smells good. So this just smells like kind of standard like stovetop, but I was just actually trying to read why is it cornbread stuffing. So they just put yellow cornmeal in here then. Well, that's not, no offense, but that's not technically cornbread stuffing, but whatever. It's stuffing with like yellow cornmeal in it, but hey, I'm not gonna get technical. We're gonna let it go. I do love stuffing though. It's kind of a stupid guilty pleasure. All right. Okay, that I think we've got in all the corners. Okay, so we're gonna let that stand now. Stuffing, I usually underwater stuffing just because you don't need a ton. So we're gonna let those sit. They're saying 15 on this and like maybe 8 to 10 on that, but we'll probably just do the full 15. We'll come back, get everything on the tray, and try it out. All right, so I think everything should be pretty good to go. When I checked on our main here, it was still a little bit soupy, so I might have just overwatered it a bit. So, the one or two people that still harp on that, well, there you go. I messed it up. Oh no. Let's go ahead and go around and we'll get everything unpackaged. Start with our trail mix here. Again, Minotaur just makes really good trail mixes. So I commend them a lot for it. There's just so much stuff in here. What was it again? So raisins, pineapple, apricot, banana chips, almonds, papaya, cranberries, and walnuts. That's a lot of different stuff. And it looks great. A lot of like nice big pieces in there too. It's just not, it's not very typical for these mixes to be that good, in all honesty. All right, we'll open our crackers. And these are kind of fun with their little perforations. And they break okay. They break pretty good. Now let's do our chocolate. I'm really excited about this little chocolate bar though, because look at that. Look at that. That looks great. Oh, 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 it's falling apart. Oh, it was a little weak there. Okay. Now we'll make our drink. A lot of powder in here. Whew, yeah. Get that that fruit punch smell. So they're saying 12 to 16 ounces of water. Again, I normally like to water down my drink. Oh yeah, bright red. I like to water down my drinks. You guys know that by now. I just like to make it last a little longer. And personally, I think a lot of the flavorings for these mixes are just, you know, a little too much, a little too artificial. So I water them down. And you know what? This powder is mixing nicely, actually. A lot better than the US MRE powders. Well, with the exception of the carbohydrate electrolyte powders. Those always mix really nice. Put that up there. Let's move a raisin and a banana chip and get out our stuffing. So I like pretty tight stuffing. I don't know what everybody else is like, but I like my stuffing to be, you know, pretty tight, and that is a nice ball of stuffing. and this is kind of where your cornmeal comes into play, but yeah, definitely I think we'll be good there. But again, like I said, I just, is it cornmeal stuffing? I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm looking forward to see how much the cornmeal actually comes into play. Yeah, there's still a little bit of liquid in this bag. We'll just try and be careful with it as we're pouring. And I don't know if, oh yeah, okay, all right, chill bag, chill. We're just gonna try and get it all out here on the tray. Oh, all right. Oh, there's some thickness at the bottom there. Okay, man, oh man, look at that. That is a nice big old meal there. Good looking stuff, yeah? Let's try some of our fruit. I'll get a little bit of everything. Oh, there's a nice almond right there. Very good. You guys know I enjoy the almonds, so that's a pretty big bite, but we'll probably check out a few pieces at a time. Almond is a little stale. Yeah, a little stale. I think peanuts would have been a better choice in there. Oh, banana chips a little stale. Pineapple. Pineapple's good. I think this is an apricot. Big piece there. Yeah, not bad. So the pineapple and the apricot, obviously dried, but they're not fully dried. So while I really like, and even the raisins are going to be a little bit sticky, while I really like the idea, the execution, unfortunately, there is some moisture in here with some of the pieces. So the banana chips and the almonds are going to appear a little bit stale. Just because they're catching little bits from the rest of the stuff that's not completely dried. So just maybe something to think about. Let's try a cracker. That's a cracker. It's good though. I do like those Skyflake crackers. I think I'm going to try and find some of those and stock up on them a little bit. But yeah, nice crunchy cracker. And I am actually going to pull from tradition. I'm going to leave that for last. Let's go ahead and get into some of this stuffing. I'm very interested in the stuffing. I want to see how much cornmeal they actually got in here, or if it's just more like a standard gravy, or gravy, a standard stuffing. It's good stuffing. Very salty. Probably too salty for me, but not bad. It's got good flavor. I wouldn't call it cornmeal stuffing, though. Or cornbread stuffing. What was the official name of it? See if I can find the... Where did I throw that bag at? This is the bag. Yeah, cornbread stuffing. I wouldn't call that cornbread stuffing, but it's good stuffing. Let's get in here. Get some beef, some of our little noodles. Come on. There we go. There's a nice bite. Try a little bit more. The noodles are nice. Everything rehydrated really, really well. I think so they use mushroom extract. I'm not sure, but I feel like that might not be a good idea. Gosh, I'm trying to figure it out. It's good, but there is something somewhat artificial tasting about it, and it seems to really be centered in that gravy. I will also say it's salty. Yeah, I mean, it has a decent taste, and there is a beefiness in there. Oh, they added turmeric to it as well. Interesting choice. A little bit too much garlic. There's definitely garlic in there, probably too much. There is an onion flavor. They had fried onions, okay. So maybe like, like what you would put on a green bean casserole. You know what? That might be it. That might be what I'm tasting. If that's what it is. But yeah, I think... I don't know. I don't know what I think. I do kind of like it. But there's some things that I would change if it were me. There's too much garlic. The onioniness, I think, would get certain people. There's like an oiliness that I'm not quite sure deserves to be there. And there's a mushroom flavor, but it's not quite natural. But again, the noodles are nice. We're going to add a little hot sauce to see if that doesn't help us out. Trying to drain some of the bottles from our hot sauce videos. Yeah, it just feels like we could tweak this a little bit and it would be a lot better. Yeah, adding a little bit of that hot sauce is nice. Let's get a little bit of our stuffing in there too. Ooh, very salty. Yeah, this needs to be tweaked. It's a very good attempt. I just think some of the ratios are a little bit off. That stuffing is way too salty. Let's wash it down and we'll try our chocolate. Ooh, yeah. Dang. Yeah, you could easily water that drink down a ton more. Not bad, though. Definitely gives you a nice taste. There are quite a few people who, don't water down their drinks. That at the set instructions on the package, you would get a great hit of that, sort of high C flavor. Let's break off a little bit of our chocolate here. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Get that little bit of filling in there. We'll do a cross section. Nope, there we go. That's really good. That's like a normal person's dark chocolate. If you don't particularly like bitter dark chocolates, that's nice. I would say it kind of equates to like a Hershey's, kind of like a Hershey's dark chocolate, that similar kind of creamy flavor. The center's nice, very sweet. Nice snap on the chocolate. But yeah, I actually, that's such an upgrade from normal chocolate. So that was quite nice. So overall, I think this is a very well thought out menu. One thing I appreciate about Minotaur is that they do constantly try and put together new things, interesting things. But yeah, I mean, with a couple of tweaks, this would be really a complete meal, and definitely more of a winter meal than a summer meal for sure. But yeah, with a couple of tweaks to the main and just taking some salt out of this stuffing, and also calling it what it is. It's not really cornbread stuffing. I mean, it's stuffing, but it's not cornbread stuffing. We can talk about cornbread stuffing because I do love cornbread and I love cornbread stuffing, but that's just regular stuffing with maybe some cornmeal in it and a lot of salt. But yeah, this could be really, really good with a couple of tweaks. And like I said, I love their mixes, but that one, unfortunately, with some of the components not necessarily being fully dried and you sticking in a nut and then those dried banana chips, those banana chips and the almonds, they're just not going to survive without a desiccant. And even with a desiccant, they might not survive as well. And that's actually another thing I'm a little surprised about. Like, why wasn't there a desiccant here or here? The oxygen absorber or a desiccant, depending on what you want to call it. I feel like all of these packages, these 3 packages, should have had a desiccant. And I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe, they just didn't think it was necessary. I think it's necessary. Especially there, if I would experiment with it first, but if the desiccant doesn't help, then you probably need to break out some of these and maybe not put almonds, maybe put peanuts. Didn't it say walnuts? Is that what? No, that's banana chip. Let's actually reread this because unless I completely flubbed on my reading comprehension there. I thought it said walnuts. Yeah, it did. So it said almonds and walnuts. I'm not a huge walnut guy. So, oh yeah, okay. Well, there's one walnut. There we go. Okay, so they didn't lie. There just aren't very many, at least in this pack. There might be a couple pieces, but there was only sort of one intact. So okay, there you go. But yeah, overall, this is a well thought out menu. It's very different from anything that we normally get to try. With a couple of tweaks, it would be perfect. And yeah, hopefully they continue to do more stuff like this. So hopefully you guys at home enjoyed. If you've tried this menu, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you have suggestions for future videos, again, in the comments down below, you can put those and I'll read them. If you'd like to send something into the channel to be reviewed, the P.O. box is in the description. If you'd like to support the channel, the Patreon link is down in the description. And yeah, just don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.